What if I told you Alex Bregman might not be in the Astros uniform for the spring training or this 2025 Major League Baseball season? Yeah, I know, it sounds crazy, right? But here's the thing. Bregman's contract is running out, and the Houston Astros have a major decision to make. The future of Alex Bregman with the Houston Astros is one of the biggest storylines of the Major League Baseball offseason. We've seen it before. Superstars leaving. Cities were heartbroken. For instance, Manny Machado left Baltimore. Bryce Harper left Washington. And Freddie Freeman said goodbye to Atlanta. The question is, will Alex Bregman be next? Alex Bregman is a professional baseball player who plays as a third baseman for the Houston Astros in Major League Baseball. He was drafted by the Astros as the second overall pick in the 2015 Major League Baseball draft and made his debut in 2016. Bregman quickly became one of the team's key players, helping Houston win the 2017 World Series and becoming a two-time All-Star in 2018 and 2019. He is known for his strong hitting, defensive skills, and leadership. That he became the 2019 American League MVP runner-up. As of 2024, Alex Bregman's time with the Houston Astros has been nothing short of legendary. But one thing is clear about baseball history: loyalty doesn't always guarantee long-term security. With payroll constraints, rising young talent, and other teams looking to make a splash, the pressure is on Houston's front office to make a game-changing decision. Adding to the suspense, reports suggest that teams like the St. Louis Cardinals and even the New York Yankees could be lining up to make a serious push for Bregman. So, will Houston break up their core and let Bregman walk, or will they fight to keep him? Or will Bregman stay loyal to Houston or chase a record-breaking contract elsewhere? The stakes couldn't be higher, and the drama surrounding his future is just beginning. Before we get into it, make sure to subscribe to Curveball TV and turn on notifications, because this offseason is about to get wild. Beyond the trophies and highlights, Bregman's impact on the team is undeniable. He brings an intense work ethic, a competitive edge, and a confidence that fuels the Astros' success. Fans love him not just for his bat and glove, but for his energy and attitude. Whether it's flashing the leather at third base or working deep counts at the plate, he's the kind of player who defines an era. The numbers back it all up. His career stats, home runs, RBIs, on-base percentage prove why he's one of the best in the game. And when you look at his postseason numbers, it's clear he shines brightest under the brightest lights. With the right visual breakdown of his stats, graphs, heat maps, and side-by-side comparison, there's no denying that Bregman has built a legacy that will be remembered for years to come. But it looks like the Astros are playing a dangerous waiting game with Alex Bregman. Right now, Bregman is entering the final year of his 5-year, $100 million contract, which means Houston is running out of time if they want to keep their star third baseman. You'd think locking him in would be a priority, but the front office hasn't made that move yet. Why? Well, it all comes down to money and the Astros' long-term plans. Houston's payroll is already stretched, and they've been careful with big money deals. Just look at how they handled Carlos Correa a few years back. They let him walk rather than committing to a massive contract. They're facing a similar situation with Bregman, and the reality is he's going to be expensive. Scott Boras, Bregman's agent, isn't known for giving teams discounts. And with Bregman hitting free agency at 30 years old, this is his chance for a huge payday. The Astros have also been prioritizing extensions for younger, more cost-controlled talent. They already gave Jose Altuve a big contract, and they've locked in players like Yordan Alvarez and Christian Javier. That puts them in a tough spot with Bregman. Do they spend big to keep their core together, or do they start preparing for life after him? At this point, the risk is clear. If the Astros think they can quietly hold on to Bregman without a fight, they might be in for a rude awakening. These are the big spending, aggressive teams that could swoop in and change everything. And if Houston hesitates, someone else is going to pounce. First up, the St. Louis Cardinals. There are whispers that they're looking for a major move, something to shake things up after a frustrating stretch. They've got the resources, and let's be real, they've never been afraid to go after high-profile talents. For real, the St. Louis Cardinals are no strangers to making bold moves to secure top talent, and pursuing Alex Bregman would be a testament to their commitment to excellence. With 11 World Series championships under their belt, the most in the National League and second only to the New York Yankees, the Cardinals have a storied history of success. Adding a player of Bregman's caliber could be the catalyst for their next championship run. Historically, the Cardinals have not hesitated to make significant acquisitions to bolster their roster. The trades for Jim Edmonds in 2000 and Scott Rowland in 2002 are prime examples of the organization's dedication to bringing in elite talent to compete at the highest level. Most recently, the blockbuster trade for Paul Goldschmidt in 2019 and the acquisition of Nolan Arenado in 2021 demonstrate the front office's willingness to invest in premier players to maintain their competitive edge. By offering Bregman a contract that meets his expectations, the Cardinals would not only strengthen their infield but also send a clear message to the league about their ambitions. Bregman's presence could provide the spark needed to propel St. Louis back to the pinnacle of baseball glory. So, if they decide Bregman is the answer, expect them to go all in. Then there's the New York Yankees with their legendary history of 27 World Series championships. They have always been known for their aggressive approach to building a championship caliber roster. The team is no stranger to making big moves and securing top talents to maintain their competitive edge. Alex Bregman would be the perfect addition to the team that thrives on high expectations and pressure. Given the Yankees' ongoing quest to capture another title and their rich financial resources, they could be willing to offer Bregman whatever it takes to bring him into the fold and solidify their infield for the future. Also, Bregman has that clutch gene. And for a team like the Yankees, that's exactly the kind of player they need to help them push past the competition and reclaim their rightful place at the top of Major League Baseball. And of course, we can't ignore the Los Angeles Dodgers. This franchise has a history of making bold moves to secure top-tier talent, and offering Alex Bregman what he wants would be a game-changing decision. Adding him to their already formidable lineup would give them another elite hitter and dynamic presence on both sides of the diamond. Plus, with the franchise's proven track record of success, it's clear that the Dodgers won't hesitate to go after a star that can make an immediate impact. If the Dodgers want to keep their championship window wide open, Bregman might just be the key. So, it's glaring that the Astros are at a crossroads. Because for them, extending Alex Bregman would mean committing serious money to a player who's been the backbone of their infield for years. But locking him in won't come cheap. We're likely talking about a deal in the range of $175 to $200 million over 6 or 7 years, maybe even more if another team is willing to overpay in free agency. Now, let's say the Astros let him walk. That completely reshapes their infield and could signal a shift in their long-term strategy. Are they ready to trust a younger, cheaper option at third base? Do they pivot toward making a blockbuster trade for a replacement? Letting Bregman go would free up money to extend players like Kyle Tucker or address other roster needs, but it also creates a major hole in the lineup. Astros fans would be split. Some would see that this is a necessary business decision, while others would be furious that one of their franchise stars was allowed to leave. And then there's the trade market. What if the Astros decide to move Bregman before he walks for nothing? Could a team desperate for a third baseman make an offer Houston can't refuse? The Yankees, the Mets, even the Cubs. There would be plenty of teams interested. One thing is for sure, this decision will shape the Astros' future for years to come. Houston might just be gearing up for a surprise move, one that could redefine their infield for years to come. So the biggest question remains, will Alex Bregman stay loyal to Houston, or will he chase the biggest contract of his career? The clock is ticking, and a decision could be coming sooner than we think. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Should the Astros do whatever it takes to re-sign Bregman, or is it time to move on? Drop your takes in the comments. We want to hear it all. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because this Major League Baseball offseason is just getting started.